Hello everyone, welcome to Green Healing, where we empower ourselves and find emotional healing and emotional freedom through knowledge and alternate methods. So today I want to talk about sociopaths to continue the discussion of the types of abusers, the main types of abusers. So another type of abuser is the sociopath. While sociopaths may share traits with psychopaths, they are not all devoid of emotion. Some develop antisocial behavior and close themselves off from emotion as a defense due to trauma. So they're kind of similar to secondary psychopaths, where before they may have had too much emotion and sensitivity. So sociopaths come from a sensitive place, but they're still abusers. They still become sociopaths, and they can't be saved. So where trauma can create a secondary psychopath, it can also create a sociopath. If any of you have seen the British version of Sherlock, you've heard him proclaim that he is not a psychopath, but a high-functioning sociopath. So what does that mean? Although personally, I find that he has more traits to autism than sociopathy. If you've seen the full series, you'll understand. I don't think he's a full-on sociopath because he does care for people. But it means the sociopath is self-aware. So that's what it means. And still retains enough consideration. However, we mustn't be fooled. Sociopaths who do tend to only care for select few, and sociopaths like Sherlock are very rare. And that's why I don't think he's actually a sociopath, as most of them tend to be more cold and calculated and closer related to psychopaths. So other than cold and calculated, they tend to lack empathy. They are shallow. They have a very limited capacity to feel love. So it's not a complete lack of it. They have narcissistic traits, however, they are not full-on narcissists. And we'll go into those details in a future episode. They have a grandiose sense of self, like a grandeur self-image. They are good at imitating and seem charming, and they're unreliable, lack remorse or shame. They don't feel fear or nervous. So different to secondary psychopaths who feel a lot of fear, they're not anxious. So often they're thrill seekers. They have a rather high IQ, which they know how to use. They tend to be sensitive to criticism and paranoid. They are sexually deviant. They have no emotional attachments, and they just go by their immediate desires. They tend to be authoritarian. Contrary to psychopaths, sociopaths are lawful. So they abide by the laws, legal laws. But they look for loopholes, which they love to exploit. So instead of taking a chance like a psychopath to break the law, they're going to look for the loopholes to figure out how to go around the law, to exploit it to their advantage, for their needs, for their personal gain. They're compulsive liars and have a low boredom threshold. Some of them will be cruel to animals, especially in childhood, or enjoy playing with fire. Some say that some like the problem children may grow up to be sociopaths, but not all the time. It can, if you catch a childhood, who experience trauma early enough, they can heal. But once they've passed the teenage point and they become a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath, that's it. Some are abusive, but some are aware of it and are careful to not be abusive. Rare cases where they will not be purposefully vindictive. Sociopaths are a little less calculated than psychopaths and more impulsive also. So that's the difference with sociopaths and psychopaths. So maybe that helps you identify some of the instigators of trauma in your life, some of the abusers you might have known. So in the next episode, I'm going to talk about narcissists. And it's not like it's my favorite topic, but it's Narky, the man who abused me, was a narcissist. So there's a lot of information there, a lot more research that I've done there. So hopefully this helped you, and hopefully you like it. If you like what I do and you want to support green healing, I'll post links to my PayPal tip jar, my crypto wallet, and my Patreon, where I don't have much in my Patreon yet, but a few little bonus videos, updates on projects mainly. And in the meantime, be well, stay healthy, empower yourself, and be emotionally free. And I'll see you all soon.